Hey, so I played around with some of the settings for the Hero & Co. website, and the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the lookbook, because I think we can actually use this for this actual site, and it's pretty straightforward. This was just like a test, and you add them by choosing an image, either uploading or choosing from the media library, and right now, we can look at this later, but right at the moment, I couldn't figure out how to attach products because it shows just this loading circle, and it basically never loads anything, it just stays like that, and I'll come back to that later. But yeah, once you added them, it's pretty easy to move them around, edit. This is also to attach a new post. This also does not work. At least for me, it might just be my computer. But yeah, it's always loading. And so I'm gonna talk about it later about how I think we should put them in and actually use the lookbooks. But yeah, that's just a quick overview of how to make them. And next I'm gonna show you the portfolios, which I don't think is very usable in this actual Hero & Co. website, but I think can be used in a different sense. So I just made a quick Janeway design test, and what a portfolio basically is it shows like partners or clients information, like what they do, services, who the client is, like their website, and yeah, again, I think this is basically for clients or partners. Shows information, and you can add background images. I did not set a featured image because it's not even published yet either, but I'm pretty sure you could set that up so it shows a featured image before you actually click on it. Change the background color, and again, change the page builder. But if we can figure out a way to use it, that'd be great, but I can't think of any ways we could use it for the Hero & Co. website. And next I'm gonna talk about buttons, which I actually liked this a lot. It's a shortcode, and I'm just gonna do this watch. So let's just say view larger images. So I'm gonna go to this, and as you can see, the images aren't very big, and you can only click on them one at a time. So what I wanted to do was have this view larger images button, which basically links to a lookbook, which we could put the images in from the gallery and the featured. These are I just linked it to the lookbook test that I made, and you can actually have a larger image, it's very clear, and you can also scroll through without having to keep opening and closing them, which is kind of a hassle. So that was one thing that I thought was cool. And to do that, it's pretty easy. You just select the color, button size. I just kept it all pretty default, and then insert the link to our lookbook, which I did earlier. And you can basically change it all in here. So You don't want to. You don't have to keep remaking the button. And now it says larger or view images. But I'm gonna change that back. And next I'm gonna talk about banners, which again I don't think are usable in this website, since I don't think they'll be giving out really codes. I think this is basically for codes, if for websites who want to give discounts. So like 20% off at checkout. And you give them the code and you put it in. You have an image. But oh, hold up. I think we could still use it just as like an image, but since they won't be giving out codes, I don't think it'll be as useful. And you can put in banners basically anywhere in the templates settings. So I'm just gonna go into products and put it. I'm just gonna put it at the bottom. So here I have banners. I already put it, I guess. And yeah, here it's down here. And but you can move it to the top, which it would probably be better since they're gonna see that. Just click that, save, and it puts it at the top. It's kind of big since I used a large image, but you can also scale it down. So I think this is very usable in other, maybe like retail websites, but for a high-end one like this, where I don't think they'll be giving discounts, I don't think it'll be very usable. And lastly, I'm just gonna do a quick run through of the shortcodes that we can use in the products. And I just think these are really cool, and we aren't really using them. But again, the button feature is a shortcode in here. And we can also use like tabs and toggles. And these are just like little things again that if used right, I think can make a big like addition to websites. And you can just change what it says down here. Again, it's really easy to change what it says. Just replace this stuff. And it's also just as easy to get rid of. So they have info boxes. This one was cool. I like this one. It was just like a pretty simple box, but it shows you a preview as you're making it, so you can see exactly what it's going to look like before you actually put it in. And contact form, typography. I used this earlier. I was not sure what highlight or drop cap does, but quote, basically what it says, inserts a quote, which we could use since on the eBay site it had quotes from I guess the seller, from Hare & Co. But we basically put those quotes into which was this. We basically put it into I'm gonna say like I think it was excerpt, but I'm probably wrong. And lists, basically the same thing as these tabs, except just a list, as it says here. And again, you can add or delete from the list after inserting the shortcode. Tables, price tables, which again, not very usable in this since it's one price, no variations for the product. And this, I wasn't really sure what this is. It was just cool how you could have percentage. Maybe you could put like, I don't know, popularity, and it'll insert this into the post. Again, just a little thing that's pretty fun to mess around with. So I hope you guys learned something, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.